talk about some recent updates regarding Latisha. She was in court last Tuesday for her felony forgery and felony identity theft charges, and this is after she was living in this house that we saw featured on this last season of Life After Lockup. Well, she moved in there right before Keith got out of prison, and she initially got denied, so she allegedly used someone else's name, social security number, their ID, all their information to rent this house under their name. And originally, this company ended up suing the person whose name Latisha used, but they ended up dismissing that lawsuit after they found out that it wasn't that woman and it was indeed Latisha, and now the rental company has sued Latisha. Last Tuesday, the prosecutors presented all the details to the judge according to Sarcasm, and the judge agreed that there was enough evidence to proceed. So they decided to arrange Latisha for her arraignment on September 4th, where we will find out if she's either going to plead guilty or not guilty. Here's the kicker though. Prosecutors are sick and tired of Latisha's shit, so they are seeking an enhanced habitual offender sentencing against Latisha due to her previous felony convictions and due to the fact that she has so many, and it just seems like every few years it's something with this woman. But even the past few years, it seems like it's gotten worse. She's getting bolder with her crimes, and she's facing a Class C felony charge of forgery, a Class C felony charge of identity theft, and if she's found guilty of either of these charges, with the habitual offender enhancement, it will require that she spends a minimum of 3 years in prison before she will be eligible for parole. And I really think that this habitual offender sentencing is possible in this case. Last Tuesday, when Latisha was in court for her forgery and identity theft charges, the company that owns the house that Latisha is currently living in, they started the eviction process, and they are trying to get Latisha and her family removed, and they're claiming that she hasn't paid all the rent that she owes. So there are some months that she did pay rent, but there are months she got behind and she had late fees. According to Sarcasm, they got the court documents, and the landlord is only suing for $3,400 because that's the amount that Latisha is currently behind. But I guess it's $3,710 if you add on the late fees. They had a hearing on August 26th, just a few days ago, to see if they can try to get the keys and make forcible entry to take over their unit. So it sounds like Latisha's days are numbered inside that house, and I wonder what her plans are next. Hell, I think Latisha's days are numbered being a free woman altogether, because I think everything she's done is finally catching up to her. And her ex that she spoke on this season, the one that she had her second daughter with, she's like, oh, he's never been in his life. She doesn't know who he is. Well, he decided to post a picture with Latisha's youngest daughter, and he said, watch who you have kids with. I got a beautiful daughter out of it, a blessing and a curse. And then he called Latisha a disgrace to the young girl. He said that he's going to open up more about his side of things. I've been following his social media, and I haven't seen him open up about anything besides posting this yet. Him and Latisha do have a pretty tumultuous history. She did have some DV charges against him. There was a restraining order at one point. Next, I want to talk about some new tea that I just learned about Latisha. So you guys may remember, it was probably about 9 to 10 months ago, I believe, that there's this girl that came forward and revealed that Latisha and Keith went and ate at this restaurant that was like inside this casino, and they went and ate there, and they ended up running off on the bill and not paying the bill. Or no, they didn't run off. They ended up paying with a card that was declined, and by the time they realized it was declined, Latisha and Keith had already left at the time. And then when this girl exposed Latisha for running off on her bill, Latisha ended up calling her job and getting this girl fired because this girl decided to take things to social media. And this girl was opening up like, look, I've been through so much. I lost my job due to Krusty the Clown. That's what she calls Latisha. And then when she found out Latisha was arrested, she was celebrating it. She said, looking just like a thief in the night. I received a ton of calls, messages informing me about this man here. She went on a full-on dragging spree on Latisha. She was calling her a thief and talking about how she doesn't understand Keith puts up with her. And then she points out, like, look, when she got pulled over, she originally got pulled over because she didn't have insurance and her plates weren't correct on her vehicle. So she got pulled over, and that's when they found out she had an identity theft and a forgery warrant at the time. Well, this girl pointed out, like, hey, when she came and she had that card put on file and it got declined, the casino tried to go back and look at the cameras to get their license plate so they could ban them from the casino and the restaurant. But when they looked at it, she did not have no plates on the vehicle. And that was back over 9-10 months ago at least that this happened. Well, I was looking in the comments, and this girl that I think she's one of Latisha's victims too. I know she's close with Colleen, but she has spilled a lot of tea on Latisha. And she said, fun fact, she can't register the truck because she stole it. Just terrible. And she said, I seen someone say they ran off with some veneers too. Like, how do you scam a whole dental office? And Michelle said, sure did. She bounced checks for his teeth 4 times. So they're claiming that Latisha allegedly wrote over 4 bad checks that ended up bouncing to get Keith a new set of teeth. And not only that, they're claiming she ended up writing a bad check to get the vehicle that she has now. So someone was like, okay, well, can you shed more details on this? And she said that she ended up going to a Mercedes dealership that was out of town. She wrote a business check for the full value of the truck, and of course the check bounced. And Colleen, one of the women that Latisha has scammed out of over $11,000, she revealed that she was very much aware of this too. And Colleen was calling her out after she had a court date with Latisha just a week ago, and she said that Latisha pulled up in that same exact vehicle with illegal plates, but this time she was smart enough to have Keith drive her to court since she knows that she can't get no more tickets on her record. So she had Keith pull up, but Colleen was calling the police out because they let her pull up to the courts with these illegal plates, and they just let her leave afterwards. And then whenever she got arrested, usually if you don't have correct plates on your vehicle, they'll tow it, they'll impound it, they'll make someone else come pick you up, they'll make you get legal plates if you do have them. But they actually let Latisha have Keith come pick up her vehicle and drive it back, even though the plates weren't right at the time, and she's still riding around with plates that do not belong to the vehicle, allegedly. It sounds like she's going to have plenty of tickets for her plates in the future, because it sounds like as long as she keeps driving that car, it is never going to be fully legal. And this girl that Latisha got fired, she's been dragging Latisha. She said, I went to trial, I represented myself, and I won. But you don't see me out here printing business cards that say attorney at Hood Law LLC. Y'all gotta stop being cheap and handing your personal info to these scammer paralegals and crunchy wigs. Your future deserves more than a discount defense. And that is true. And you know what? I wonder if Latisha, when she did write that bad check, if that's what ended up happening for this Mercedes that she has, I wonder if she used someone else's name, because I highly doubt she was writing that check in her own name. And that could be another charge that could eventually catch up with her here in 6 months to a year. I honestly wouldn't be shocked at this point. And then she said, all you gotta do is run up, and I promise we're gonna go till the ambulance come. And there won't be no get her off of me. A grown-ass woman sitting on Facebook lying is crazy. I never get into no altercation, and I be in the P. Shorty be on great meth, don't she? Looking just like a damn snipe. I don't get how little Mike wake up to that on the regular. Then she just continues on dragging the hell out of Latisha. She's been on Latisha's neck, and I don't blame her. I mean, everybody, it seems like, that's local to Latisha that knows about her by now, that isn't in the same kind of lifestyle as her, seems like they're about sick of her. But that's about it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.